are not a truthful person yourself, then all that you are saying is false.
Assalamu alaikum. It is said in the Holy Quran that whatever is within the earth and the heavens is busy in tasbih. Most of the people do not indulge in the tasbih apparently, and they do not pray.
Right?
But how they indulge in this according to
that I have already spoken many a time before. On this subject I have already spoken, haven't I? In some sermons, Friday sermons, I have referred to this verse in Rabwa and also here in question answer sessions as well. There is a tasbih which is automatic, a state of affairs which declares something. If something is beautifully made, whether it itself is conscious of its beauty or not, to any observer it would appear to be beautiful. Even if it's not being observed, yet the fact of beauty will not change. It will remain beautiful, won't it? So that beauty would praise the one who carved that figure, if it is a carved figure. If it's a house, that beauty would speak highly of its designer, of its architect. If it's a picture, the painter would be praised by the beauty of the picture, of the painting. Is that not correct? So this is the meaning of that verse. Everything which God has created has the stamp of God over it. And if you have an observing eye, penetrate as far deep into it as you can, still you will see it is praising God and there is no fault that can be referred to its creator. That is the meaning of tasbih. And also the Holy Quran at another place refers to certain things extolling God, yet it also says وَلَكِنْ لَا تَشْعُرُونَ, or the words to this effect I don't remember exactly. Perhaps these are the words, but you do not have any concept of that. You cannot conceive it. Now this is a very important subject, the subject of conception about a thing can always only be discussed in relation to the consciousness of the conceiver. The same thing can be conceived differently at various levels of conception according to the standard of consciousness. And the feelings are also covered by this. Now, a sensitive person can be pricked and he'll feel extreme pain. And a less sensitive person can be pricked and he would feel much less pain, though the fact of pricking is the same. And the amount of pricking and the pressure of pricking is just the same. And yet, if you change that person into a beast, it may feel just a scratch. And if you still sink lower into the lower order of animal life, though the same things which appear to be torture to you may mean nothing to the lower orders of life. So the consciousness plays a very important role in conception. Is that well understood? Now, if this is true, then without your judging the standard of consciousness, you cannot answer the question whether something is really praising something or not. Now, I have changed the previous aspect. Now I am coming to the conscious praising as you think nothing can praise. Now I believe personally that as you sink lower into the lower order of life, the standard of consciousness is diminished, but it is not wiped out altogether. So we can go that far and not beyond. So how can we judge whether the so-called inanimate things have completely no sharing of that consciousness with life? This is a very important fundamental philosophical question which has been asked before and discussed before to no answer. Even the animals nowadays in this society are subject of discussion. Those who make experiments on the animals for the sake of improving the lot of humanity, they say that the animals are a lower being and they have less consciousness and they have less, much less feeling of pain than we have. So don't apply yourself in the same situation and judge our acts according to that. Animals are different, you don't know. And they say, how do you know? They're different. You can't think like an animal, so maybe they're exactly the same. Maybe they feel the same pain, exactly, their behavior, their reaction. That shows us that they are running away from pain. So in fact, change the species and you don't know. Even change the person and you don't know what's happening to him. So when you don't know anything about it, the only being who knows is the Creator. So when the Creator says that they are praising, if He means they are praising, then we must agree to this, that their standard of consciousness is different, but it has something of a consciousness. There is no complete break between life and death. If that is true, then it is a continuity of evolution of consciousness. At a certain stage, it makes a larger jump and the inanimate enters into the realm of animate, death into life. But to say that the qualities of life are a complete property and monopoly of life, and none of those qualities can be shared by the so-called death, that is a claim which we have no authority, no justification to make. So whether you look at it from this angle or from the other angle, this verse is absolutely above censure. This is good. Fundamentally, that answer which I gave first is an answer which should be acceptable to everyone. This issue is rather philosophical and deeper and requires refined thinking. But the other answer is just simple and should suffice you. Your friends would, I hope, understand. Yes, please.
But the subject is the same.
I see.
If Hazur allow me, I read both because they were written different dates. And the subject covers...
Why don't you ask them on different dates then?
Okay, if
but he will not say...
Now the subject...
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Should I combine both or should I ask them separately?
Please start. Whatever you do, start please.
As we are living in a society where certain things are not within our control, for example, magazines for adults and children, periodicals full of cartoons and even such programs on the TV which are contrary to any religious and moral thinking. Would Hazur kindly guide us how the parents and elders of the community can help bring up a new generation to a high religious and moral standard in these circumstances? So if I read the other one,
yes, please.
Then I think
Thank you. Yes.
will help. It is difficult these days to bring up children to a high religious and educational